MG, what do you think about testosterone undecanoate injected once a week? Okay, so the undecanoate is an extremely long ester. It's designed to be given a single injection that's supposed to last, many, many, many weeks. The issue with undecanoate is that because the half-life is so long, you're taking, let's say, let's just assume it's the first of the month. You take your shot the first of the month, and then it goes like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, and over the course, it's just dropping, right? So with every passing week, your levels are just constantly going down. They're still going down gradually, but they are still going down, which means the rest of the supporting hormones are never finding any kind of homeostasis. They're not just keeping a fixed level. They are also changing constantly. And the issue that I find with undecanoate is that if you take, let's say you took one big injection, and then it turned out that you were hypersensitive to testosterone, and you got a lot of anxiety and panic and insomnia, and you can't sleep. Well, because the half-life of it is so long, that's going to be in your system for a really long time. Okay, it makes it much harder to dial in a dose with a really, really, really long ester, because every time you say, okay, I'm going to add a little bit more, I mean, it's going to be like months of these shots every now and then until you figure out, how much what your ideal weekly dose is, compared to something way more ideal like cypionate or enanthate. Now, undecanoate injected once a week, I mean, you can do it. I'd probably recommend that, let's say, to somebody more along the lines that they've already done all the experimenting. They've already kind of determined what their ideally weekly dose is. Let's say, for example, it's 150 milligrams a week. They're like, I've been on cypionate or enanthate, and I've tried this and I've tried this, and I feel my best at 150 milligrams a week. So instead of using that, I'll just take one shot of undecanoate, 150 milligrams a week, and have even more stable levels. Like, yeah, you can do that. But if you're just starting out on TRT, it's really hard to get dialed in with undecanoate and try to figure out what your ideally weekly dose is, because a shot just lasts like so long. So not really my ideal choice. If you're going to use injections, cypionate or enanthate, really hard to beat. After that, I would say Sustanon, and even then, lots of guys having issues with Sustanon. Some guys do well with it, but try to get it enanthate or cypionate if you can. But again, if you're taking the undecanoate and when you're doing it once a week and you feel great, do that. If you feel great, don't change anything.